Press went out of her way to spend some time with me, so I shouldn't put that to waste. I want to do something about this hazy feeling inside me, so I go straight to my desk after finishing dinner. 3 in the morning and still zero progress, huh? The TV that's just been left on plays soothing music. For some reason, it makes me feel melancholic. It really felt like I was on the cusp of getting somewhere too. I shake my head after having warmed up and stand up from my chair. Let's take a bath. I yawn as I walk toward the bath. On my way there, I notice light leaking out from Thor's room. It's already 3 a.m. She's still awake? Even though she said she was going to sleep and went straight to her room. She playing games or something? If so, she could have at least listened to what I had to say. As the thought comes to me, I'm about to pass by the door. Then... sounds like she's masturbating. At first, I think a fever broke out and she's in pain. But her voice, in a tone that I have no memory of hearing, catches me off guard, and I put my hand on the doorknob. I turn the knob, but I don't open the door fully, perhaps by intuition. From the small gap in the door, I clearly hear Thor's shrill voice. Wait a minute, is this... Well, I didn't think we would see the first sexual scene this soon, but I guess I'll see you in a second. It's Tuesday, June 15. Birds chirping. So is this the morning after scene? The bright and early rays of the sun are blindingly bright. I rub my eyes. After seeing Thor like that, it's frustrating to think that that was the first thing I did. But now I've done it. This was something I wasn't able to achieve until just yesterday. The deadline for my plot is midday today. I sent an email at the ridiculous time of 5 in the morning. It feels awkward, as if I'm intentionally trying to make it look like I'm doing my best. Just need to phone in later during her lunch break. But before anything else, let's sleep a little. As I collapse onto the bed, all the joints in my body grumble in pain. I feel terrible. My consciousness quickly sinks into darkness. This is who I am, Thor. Despite that, Thor still... The fateful lunch break. As I await my judgment, my heart pounds in my chest, much like someone in love.
ご提出いただいたプロットの方、拝見しましたが。
She said, and. Is this when she starts acting all disappointed in me? Was it no good?
少し判断に悩む部分もありましたので、編集会議にもかけまして。
Enough with the setup already? I gulp audibly. Maybe Takatsuka-san knows I'm nervous, or maybe not. Regardless, there's a breath's worth of silence between us after that.
自信はありますか?
Confident, you say?
正直に申し上げますと、こちらが漠然と抱いていたイメージとは大きく違ったもので、これまでのデレデレスクランブルの方向性からはだいぶそれるのではないかと。
You have a point.
解釈に悩んで編集部内の意見も割れています。失礼を承知でお聞きします。これは苦し紛れの変化球ですか？それとも自信を持ったご提案ですか？
I speak once again, this time willfully, with determination. I'm confident that I can depict a cute little sister character.
安心しました。では、早速具体的な構想に入ってください。
Left with such an anticlimactic response, I stopped myself from almost replying with, "Are you sure?" to her words.
ご提案も助言もしますが、最後は作家さんですからね。
Takatsuka-san continues speaking so matter-of-factly.
あと念のため、私はこのまま行くべきと編集会議で提案しましたよ。最近の先生はプロに染まってだいぶこなれてきましたが、今回のものは久しぶりにネット小説を初めて拝見した時のような熱を感じましたから。
Thank you.
ええ、連載が終わらないようにしっかりと取り組みましょうね。
Wait, does that mean that the editorial department thought even less of my draft than I'd first assumed? But Takatsuka-san did put her faith in me.
具体的な構想については明日の17時までで問題ありませんか？
No, you can't. Today is a Tuesday. Although Takatsuka-san mentioned the passion that I had to boost my motivation, it's not something I can finish up during the weekdays. I think I can get it sent to you by next Monday morning.
長いですね。録音時さんの予定もありますし、そこから第1話の内容調整はほぼ不可能。いえ、結構です。月曜の朝でよろしくお願いします。
We finish the call with the customary farewells, and I take a deep breath. It's 15 minutes past lunch, but my stomach hasn't showed signs of activity. She only pointed out the direction of the plot. Even though I spoke so confidently back there, I don't have any ideas about how to flesh out the plot. The details can work themselves out, is what I'm thinking. This isn't for the work. But what I'm trying to accomplish here will fill in what's needed, I'm sure.
そっか、高塚さんの OK 出たんだ。難産だったね。お疲れ様。
Press's expression is all smiles after I report in.
カオルコ先輩に協力までさせて、まだ悩んでたらそろそろ蹴るところよ。
Why? Don't kick me!
さすがはプロ妹ですね。恐れ入りました。
Press scratches her cheek, clearly unsure of how to respond to Mihiro's applause.
本当に私との偽デートのおかげだったのかな。
Of course! It was great inspiration. I'm really grateful. Yep, the shape of her mouth is pretty telling. She's pouting so much her lips look like the number 3 right now. As I look at Toa swinging her legs as she sulks, the image of her from last night ends up going through my mind.
楽しみだよ。プロットはすぐに見せてもらえるのかな。
Not yet. I have a lot of things I want to distill into it first. I think it'll be ready by the start of next week.
そうなんだ。わかった。待ってるね。はい、漫画の話はおしまい。生徒会のお仕事よ。はーい。
Before I start work, I head over to Toa, who's swinging her legs around as usual. I have something I want to talk about on the way home. The only time I've heard Toa's voice in the student council room today was that she just let out. It's astonishing that the student council constantly has to do this much work every single day. As I glance sideways to the setting sun in the west, I transfer my gaze to Toa beside me. She seems to be completely lost in her smartphone as she walks. Her side profile makes it clear just how sulky she is.
参加率が低い。どいつもこいつもリアルにかまけてるね。使えない隊員どもめ。
And to me, that sulking Toa is just unbearably cute. And I just come to realize it.
よし、ギルド解散だ。
Wait a minute! Before that, listen to what I have to say.
話せばいいのに。隣歩いてるんだから聞こえるよ。
You always have been, haven't you?
何が？
I'm saying you've always been by my side.
それはそうだよ。兄弟だもん。
Toa puts her smartphone in her pocket and gazes up at the sky, looking somewhat perplexed.
もしかして気まずいとか思ってる？ カオル子の際立った妹ぶりに鼻の下伸ばしちゃって。気にしなくていいよ。お兄ちゃんの思考は漫画の内容でよく知ってるし。
Don't use the term tendencies.
でもお兄ちゃん、ハーレム好きでしょ？
Based on your reasoning, you mean to say that baseball manga authors are good at baseball and Yakuza manga authors don't have pinky fingers?
そうだよ。
Don't say that with such a straight face. We haven't changed in the slightest, I swear.
どんなお兄ちゃんだって、私は妹なんだから。
My hand naturally finds its way to Toa's head as I rub it vigorously.
うっとうしいし。
Just let me be. I feel like petting your head right now. She didn't seem to like it at first, but quickly gave up and continued walking. Toa, I'm pretty sure you've got the wrong idea.
お兄ちゃんは節操なしの変態でしょ？
That is one wrong idea, but I meant something else. When Takatsuka-san had a look at the draft I turned in for the new series, she was surprised. I mean, it starts off with Kaede-san turning into a selfish, mischievous character.
わがままなの？読者に可愛くないって言われるよ。
That was fast.
お兄ちゃんについてる読者層は壊れ者みたいに繊細でピュアな心の持ち主ばっかりなんだよ。誰もがみんなお兄ちゃんみたいなマズだと思ったら大間違いなんだから。
And you'd be sorely mistaken if you think I'm a masochist.
いい子で可愛いって人気の妹キャラを汚れにするとか、耐えとく？ファンやめますの嵐だよ。そりゃお兄ちゃんは喜ぶかもしれないけど、カオル子が病んじゃうよ。
Toa continues to talk, but I notice a slight quivering in her voice.
よくそんなので OK 出たね。
Say what you want, but I've already decided. Too late for me to change it now. I don't tell her that I'm confident. That's what I need to build up from here on. Anyway, could you go on another date with me this weekend?
なんでまた？
Help me gather some material, or do you not want to?
まあ、わがままでわんぱくな妹だったらカオル子には荷が重いかもね。
Exactly. There isn't anyone else who can teach me about a little sister like that but you.
めんどくさい白羽の矢が立っちゃったね。正しい意味で。
Apparently, they would mark the house whose daughter would be offered up to the gods using an arrow with a white plume, basically a sacrifice. Only my little sister would ever say that and mean it in the literal sense.
しょうがないな。付き合ってあげるけど、体力ゲージが切れたらおぶって帰ってね。
Alright, alright.
あと、買い物の代行100回分ね。
Even if I don't promise to do that, that's always been my role whenever we do go shopping, right? I understand.
ところでさ。
Toa backs away just as we are nearing our condo.
カオル子と妹デートして、なんでさっきみたいなネタに行き着いたの？黒妹の手札にデレデレだったんでしょ？
Well, yeah, I mean, Press was really cute. What about it?
別になんでもない。そっか。
And we're back home. What do we do for dinner? The fridge is totally empty.
いいよ、金の皿で。それよりこないだのゲームの続きしよう。まだ半分も触ってないでしょ。
We've known each other long enough that I can tell her mood even though she acts fairly nonchalant. This is enough for now. We sure haven't. Let's play then. As Toa pulls me by the hand, my thoughts turn to this weekend. It's Sunday, June 20. Ever since I came up with a new direction for the series, I haven't once even touched anything to do with the manga. In a sense, I can face this weekend with a blank slate.
うらー、おりゃおりゃー。
My sister raises her voice courageously as she lay on her belly on the sofa. What's wrong, Toa? It's time for us to go out. We're eating out as well, you know.
うん、わかってる。お出かけに向けた気力を体中からかき集めてるところ。
You aren't even moving a finger.
だから、頑張って指一本動かそうとしてるでしょ。
And how many years will that take?
うまくいけば1年はかからないよ。
Okay, even your Oni-chan isn't that patient, so let's start getting you changed first.
私はメンタル的に体重が普通の人の6分の1しかないから着替えが苦手なんだよ。
Just get changed already, otherwise I'm going to make you eat a stapler.
よし来た、戦争をしましょう。
In contrast to our usual little performances, even though I try to get a little excitement in, this is the state of things. I suppose that's why things are like this.
早速強行手段とかありえない。
We made a promise that you'd go out with me today, right? I'll carry you to your room, so do the rest yourself. I try to carry her like a princess. Surprisingly, Tua simply accepts and gets closer to me.
今、お尻触ったでしょ。
As if,
やーん、お兄ちゃんのエッチ。
yeah, my bad.
せっかく私が蒔絵的にネタ提供してあげてるのに、その態度は何さ。
You think I'll just let myself be an older brother who lusts after his little sister from the get-go?
俺はお前の乳首の色まで知ってるんだぜ。的な余裕を見せすぎるのもどうかと思うよ。
And I have to question a little sister who can say something like that without a hint of hesitation. Well, it is true that we've taken baths together so many times that I've completely lost count. We'd always been together as we grew up, so Tua doesn't look as dissatisfied as one would expect as I carry her. As if the heart of what you're pursuing is growing closer and closer, yet still so far away. But that feeling of haziness is in your chest the entire time.
今日はなかなかシリアスだね。
I've got something really important writing on this after all. I place my hand on my chest, feeling a certain something still lingering within. Once this haziness goes away, I'm sure I'll have found out what the essence of a cute little sister is. And already today's date plans are on the verge of collapse. Well, if we are coming back home late, she said to me as I waited for her to do her usual rounds on the net. Eventually, the sun's already up high in the sky. It's already noon.
それで、どこ行くの？
Now, let's have lunch before that. You're hungry, aren't you?
そうだね。今日は朝から慌ただしく動いたからカロリー消費も激しかったし。
I see. Guess that's true. Everyone's free to have their own ideas on what they consider a date. In that sense, today's events should also count as a date.
外でご飯食べたのなんていつぶりだろう。
I think you do eat outside pretty often. Wait, doesn't Miya's count?
入らないよ。我が家じゃん。
No, that's not your house at all. As if to say, who cares about the small details to me, Tua rubs her now full stomach.
ラーメンもたまにはいいね。
It was our first time there, but it was pretty good. Seems like Tua's taking a liking to that place, so we might start heading there every once in a while.
今まではレパートリーに入れてなかったけど、帰ったらラーメンの出前を取れるとこでも見繕っておこうかな。
Maybe we should just eat out more often. Or not. It is you after all. I rub Tua's head as she rubs her chin.
今日はちょいちょい子供扱いしてくるね。
I think patting you on the head's a bit of a habit for me.
そうでもないでしょ。癖っていうほど撫でられた覚えないし。
I see, now that she mentions it. Rather than a habit I've formed now, it's more like one from way back in the day. It's as if I feel like I can't remain as my present self, and my heart is strangely trying to go back to how it was before or something. Both selves are who I am, and are part of us.
まあ、これも漫画のためだからね。しょうがないから耐えてあげるよ。
Today, Toa has been voicing her complaints, but hasn't actually done anything to challenge me. She resists only in word, thinking about it, she's always been this way.
何そのうっとりした目。
Just your imagination. Anyway, now that we've had lunch...
帰る？
Way too early for that.
やれやれ、延長戦ってわけか。約束しちゃった以上はしょうがないね。
Looks like the ramen place alone was enough to make Tua concede.
それで、どこの漫画喫茶行くの？
You want to go to a manga cafe?
なんとなく行ってみただけ。特に行きたい場所もないし、今日はお兄ちゃんが決めていいよ。
Thanks. Then... let's head to the arcade.
へえ、なかなか意外なところを提案してきたね。お兄ちゃんの貧困なデート感だったら、もっとおしゃれデートが出てくるかと思ったのに。
Well, no point in going to a place that neither of us will find fun. Perhaps having sensed something, Tua tilts her head to the side.
まあいいけど。いいよ、行こっか。
Saru and Masato do go with me sometimes, but of course, it's the first time I've brought Tua here. Actually, this is the very first time you've ever set foot in an arcade, right?
ん？
This place looks pretty nice, and they have a great selection of crane games. Looks like quite a lot of girls come here. I bet if I didn't keep Saru in check, he'd try to chat up all the girls and get shot down 100% of the time. Being able to hold a conversation with nothing but a single I'd expect no less from my little sister. You having fun?
ビデオゲームが充実してるのは悪くないと思うよ。
Finally, an actual sentence. By the way, she hasn't once looked away from the screen.
うりゃうりゃうりゃうりゃ。
Now that I look at it, she's chaining combos while her opponent's already down. Guess this is what you'd call overkilling.
店内対戦だったらリアルファイトを警戒してここまでしないけどね。
Matching nowadays is all online, huh? Do you have something against this guy?
特に何もないけど。まるでなってないから、この敗北を一層の糧にするようにって優しさを注いであげてるだけ。
I see. The other guy's totally snapped. He can't even input any moves. Tua's character easily dodges every single one of the opponent's attacks, and it now has him pinned down with a hold. Wait, she just released her move right as his life gauge had only 1mm of health left.
ふふふ。さあ、かかってくるといい。
If I were the one playing against you, I'd just give up on playing fighting games forever.
ゲーセンって戦場だからね。
I don't want to hear that from a first-timer. As we chat, the opponent just ceases to attack altogether.
席立ったねこれ。じゃ、ささっと終わらせちゃおっと。
She uses a quick jab against him. The loud, resounding KO rings empty. When I think about your opponent, I just can't be happy for your win.
私、ゲームの楽しみ方に妥協できないタイプなんだよね。
Just moments after, a new challenger appears, completely unaware of their predecessor's fate.
それで、
And what?
私は普通にゲームを楽しんじゃってていいの？
Like I said, no point in going to a place that neither of us will find fun, right?
これだとデートっていうより接待みたいだね。
Trust me, I'm having fun in my own way. Once again, my hand naturally finds its way to Tua's head.
私が無邪気に楽しんでる姿を見てるだけで幸せってこと？
More or less.
普通に同意されるとは思わなかった。
We are on a date after all.
なら、もっと気持ちを込めておもてなししてよ。
Soda fine with you? I immediately pick up what she means the moment she coughs so conspicuously.
彼氏っていうより羊だね。
Just as she finishes her sentence, the game announces KO loudly. You didn't mess with them this time, huh?
飽きちゃった。
She can still continue, but instead, she just mashes buttons to get the game to finish.
炭酸は炭酸として、せっかくなんだからお兄ちゃんもちょっと遊ぼうよ。密かにチェックしてたゲーム、さっき見つけといたんだよね。ゾンビ撃ち殺すやつ。
Zombies?
かわいい悲鳴とかあげるから、 ちゃんと作品に生かしてね。
On a side note, the zombies are the ones doing the screaming.